Okay, so this is a little bit weird for me. I don't actually do stuff. I should probably explain what I'm doing. So right now I'm gearing up to do a project off stream, which is I've never done that for YouTube. Not really anyway. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of pulling things together that I know I'm going to need for the build. I don't know how much else I'm going to need of anything. But the reason I'm doing this off stream is because, well, I need pressure plates. Who knows? Let's get a stack of pressure plates. The reason I'm doing this off stream is because like I don't really I don't know how this works actually yet, and I don't want to be like on stream constantly looking back and forth between my What else do I need? I don't think I need anything else off the top of my head right now. I'm gonna want those. So like, you know, constantly checking back and being like, oh, what do we do next in the video, kind of thing. It's gonna take a super long time for me to do. So I think rather than be a huge pain in the butt for anybody who might be, I don't have any rockets. Anybody who might be watching, I'll just not do that on stream. Keep it to a video thing, which, who knows? Maybe I really enjoy doing video only things, or maybe I hate it. So I guess I don't know how do I record for just YouTube? I'll update you guys when I have something to update. Okay, so it's been like all of like 30 seconds and I've already run into a problem, or realized I've got a problem at least. I need to build the farm at a crossroad in my fortress, which is, geez, that is noisy. Shut up. No. So the problem with that is like I don't know where that could be because I've flattened this, and I also don't know which level the appropriate layer would be because I've also like raised some of this too, right? So I think the play is to get a copy of this world going, and then figure out where it is in the copy. Oh god, I need the coordinates. Okay, I can probably... No, I'm not going to remember that. Let's be realistic here. And so what I'll do is I'll go here in my copy world, find the coordinate for the center of a crossroad, and that'll be where it is. Okay, so we found it, and I've noticed a couple things. So down that way is where I have like... That's where I came in kind of thing, where my furnaces were. Over here, I actually, like, I still in that world have a, this counts. This is what we're looking for right here. Yikes. However, I did all of my slabbing based around, because I completely forgot about the intersection requirement. I did all my slabbing based around somewhere around here-ish. So if I build it there, I lose out on a lot of slabbing that way. And I have to do a lot more that way. And if I do it here, I still lose out on a lot of slabbing that I did. Like, a lot of slabbing that I did. But, I don't have a lot, like here, like, there's nothing to do that way. There's not very much to do that way. Then there's this way, which I still have to do anyway. Right? So I'm kind of feeling like this is the spot. This is where we want to be. Which means, I mean, I didn't need to load this world up if that's the case. Like, we were good. We can do it here. But, cool. I guess. So, that's right there. With some lava still. Oh, we've got a little bit of slabbing done over here, too. Okay. This isn't the end of the world. I think I can live with this change. Does that mean I wasted, like, 4 hours of slabbing? Yeah, it definitely does mean that. That certainly happened. But it also means that I have also less slabbing to do, because all this doesn't really need to be slabbed. And I don't have to worry about where I'm building it, because it's right here. It's right in that block. So I guess I need to find a way up to there and clog that. And I think the easiest way is by... Where did that go? Oh, it worked! I done it! Okay. Nifty. That's cool. Okay, now what? Alright, so the whole 30 seconds into starting my build, I just lost my shulker box with the slime blocks that I'd collected to a fire block that was there when I broke it to put it on the other side of this crafting table to protect it. So far my progress is I've lost all of my slime and a bunch of other stuff I don't remember. Oh, glowstone too. There's glowstone gone. Great. Although we've picked our center spot, that's where we're going to be standing to AFK down there, so that's cool. Yeah, anyway, so I guess I have to go AFK for ever to go get some slime back. So, great, cool. Yep, that was successful. Okay, so we just AFK'd for a while. Have collected, yeah, 3 stacks and 56. Almost 4 stacks of slime blocks. I have no idea how many I actually need. The video I'm using that Gnembon did isn't actually a tutorial. He just kind of like shows you it, and he's like, "There, you can build it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know if I can based off that build that." So yeah, that feels like oh no. Yeah, excuse me. That feels like that's got to be enough slime blocks, right? And then I don't know if I. Please tell me I put my pistons in there. I did. Thank the good Lord. Bless up in His name. Okay. I feel like I should bring some of this stuff. Do I have one in here actually? Hot dog. Because I might want to like slab stuff so I don't throw it in fire anymore. What else could we possibly want? Ice. I don't remember what we left behind there. Oh, if we lost the ice, that's a big deal. I don't have more. I have to fly back and get it. That's all I have for ice. I think. Let's just pray that we don't need this. I feel like we do. Shoot, no. Okay, let's check to see what we have to do. Okay, so we need glowstone, I think, for something. We have the bush. I don't know what else we could need. We've got were the walls there? Am I stupid and dumb? I know I definitely didn't check for them, but were they there? They are there. So we have the walls, we have the bush, we have glass. The redstone torches? Do we lose the torches and levers? We definitely lost more than just some glowstone. Not the torches. Oh, hey, my missing rockets. I guess we just lost some glowstone. Okay, so based off this farm, I think we have to go. Which block does that go? That looks right. That looks right. Yeah. Glowstone is not permanent. Never actually. 6. Oh, you know what I need? I need to put in. Go. I have to have one there. One there. Right? Hang on. That 5, 1. That was wrong. Wrong. Sorry, please forgive me. I really have no idea. Ah! I really do have no idea what I'm doing. He did, like, having no instructions to work off of is absolutely not ideal. 1, 2, and 1. That looks like it. This looks like the dimension. Just eyeballing it with a nether brick, and like everybody knows how hard it is to eyeball nether brick. 5. Okay. So I guess like this is actually all supposed to be like, what do you call it? Ice, like the packed ice. So, yep. So I'm looking at like what the next step is supposed to be, and he uses mossy cobble walls in his build, and like in my head I know that there really is no functional difference between mossy cobble and regular cobble walls. Like, this isn't going to affect the spawning algorithm. He's just using mossy because he's wealthy in creative mode and can use whatever he wants. But I'm so terrified that I'm wrong about that I think I'm gonna swap out these walls for mossy cobble. We'll leave them there for now as a placeholder because I don't want to mess up the spots. Right now I have to dig out this layer. If you have, this is the middle layer. There's gonna be 3 spawning platforms. That's the middle there, and there's gonna be another one down here. And I just kind of have to tear out everything else. Okay. Well, as I build this, you know, I'm trying to think, you know, about how I'm going to build this forward, and, oh jeez. I've kind of had this realization that there really is no way that I could build this with, there aren't any right now, but with the ghast spawning and with the blazes just harassing me, especially since there's leaves involved in this build. I really can't have the blazes lighten those up. So, I need to go and get... I've actually run very, very, very low on stone. So I'm going to do up a chart, and I'll explain what's kind of going on, because I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between 2 projects right now. So just give me a second for that. Alright, so we started off, we wanted to make a furnace array. And what we discovered with that is we needed to get a beacon to dig out. For the idea I had a big underground thing, so I needed to get some beacons to do that. And of course, to get beacons, I was like, you know what, like if I'm gonna get beacons, instead of spending a bunch of time farming beacons, I can make my fortress farm now. So then I went, and then I was like, okay, well, I need to make my fortress farm. What do I need to make my fortress farm? Well, I was like, okay, well, I need to get slime blocks for the slime block pushers. So I made the slime farm, which is actually done. We did that. So we could scratch that off the list, and so now we're back to fortress farm. Well, what do I need for the fortress farm now? I need to slab off another huge portion of my nether, which means I need, oh shoot, I forgot. Hang on. Stone. So I need stone, okay? So, for a fortress farm, we need to get stone. What's the best way to get stone? Beacons. You can see the problem, right? Well, actually, not so much of a problem. I've actually already collected 3 wither skeleton skulls, so we can, 1 beacon is really all we need for the furnace array, so we can dig out the space for the furnace array, and in doing so, we'll get the stone that we need to make our fortress farm. So, somehow, in deciding we wanted to make a furnace array, the first thing we did was make a slime farm, and now the last thing in making our furnace array is going to be the fortress farm. So right now, I guess what I'm working on is, I mean, I'm going to finish what I'm doing right now, but then after that, I guess I'm going to go dig out the massive area to make my, my furnace array. And I don't know, maybe I won't build the furnace array right away. Like, I kind of want to do this. This feels like it's a much more worthwhile thing. So I'm thinking I'll probably finish this farm first. Maybe? I don't know. We'll just kind of, we'll play it by ear. But this is, oh shoot. Currently, I don't know. I'm just confused now at this point. I'm just really confused. Ah! Okay, so after losing like a whole... The hell? After losing like a whole sugar box worth of, where did you come from? Worth of... I don't know how much slime I lost. I decided that the only logical thing to do was to AFK for 7 hours while I slept. Seriously, where the hell did that come from? Anyway, so this is the end of that. I have a sneaky suspicion that, like, that one doesn't open. Oh no. Oh, good. I don't know if there's items in that one, because there's that one block there. Need to... Oh, goodness. Yup. Alright. I guess I'm set for slime balls for a while. So, I meant to do that entire project just off stream, but then like this whole thing other thing has happened. I'm still super busy with school, like exams and so I don't have time to commit to like sitting down and streaming for even like just a couple hours, but I've had a little bit of time to play, and as you can see, like the bee update has come out, which of course I'm excited as hell for. I don't know, you might not know this about me, but I love bees. So I've been very slowly trying to breed up a swarm of bees so I can have a really dope honey farm going, and also just have bees around on the island. So the idea is we've got this one kind of bee room, and I tried to automate it. For some reason, this button activates a thing below. There's no redstone. Like, I don't know how it's reaching there. But, so my automatic way of lighting and unlighting things doesn't seem to work. But that's whatever, I guess. So we do that. We're going to get ourselves some more honeycombs, because right now we're saving up to try and get, like, a whole bunch of the bee nests, beehives, I don't know, the bee whatevers. Oh, I have to put those fires out. Which you can do with your shovel now, which is absolutely amazing. This update actually changed like a lot of stuff I did not anticipate changing. So I'm very excited to get into it. Of course, we're still operating without Optifine because, Optifine's never ready for the updates. But that's whatever. So we just got, I don't know, 11. I don't know how many beehives I'm going to go for right off the bat. I've already figured out the design. I did some troubleshooting. I'll show you here real quick. I did some troubleshooting on trying to figure out the design I was going to go with. And eventually I just ended up being like, so hang on, we'll start with the order. So first I built this. And then I found it, like, it really only works with the single high flowers. So that didn't work. Also, there's supposed to be a block here for that, but I removed it. And then I went with this design, and this unfortunately has that powering that, so this is kind of like, it always locks itself and breaks, and I was like, oh, that's not going to work. And then I saw Waddles do this, and my only beef with this is that it, like, every time it harvests a thing, it also spits out, like, for every time it doesn't harvest, sorry, it'll spit out a wasted bottle each year, which is not ideal. So, gotta leave that. It also could drop the shears, I think. So then I went with, I would just Google designs, and I found, of course, as he does, Ilmengo has like the best design going, and it works pretty darn good. It hasn't been running like long at all to produce that 11 honey bottles. There's other things you can do to make it slightly more, but this is what I'm gonna go with. I don't know how many of these or anything I'm gonna build, but that's the plan at the moment. So I love that. Look at these bees, and then look, we just got one. It works pretty quick. I like it a lot, but I'll be working on bee stuff, as well as I just filled up another 4 shulker boxes of stone for the project in the Nether. I actually was running low on stone, is the reason I kind of had to put that on hold. You use a pretty, let's just grab 3. You use a pretty ungodly amount of stone slabbing off the Nether, and it doesn't help that I wasted probably like 30,000 slabs by slabbing the wrong area. But we're pretty close. I think those 4 might be very close to finishing off what we need to do. Just give me a second here. We'll fly on over. So yeah, we've got to slab this, and of course like everything up there. But we've mostly got everything within here, except for like that lower area, all slabbed up. We have to go 128 blocks out this way, which like is basically already done. There's so many ghasts. This is sick. That's not going to be collectible for me. Neither is that. That's fine. Whatever. Who cares? But yeah, and then so once that's all done, we can kind of finish building this farm, and then that'll produce hopefully an awful lot of wither skeleton skulls, and that'll be our off-stream project all done. Okay, so it's been a long trek of progress on this farm right now, and it is half done? Well, half done building. Certainly it's like 70% if you count slabbing. Right now what we have to build is we have to wire up all these pistons to one line. we have to have, what happens is all the mobs get pulled into this one center like column that you can see. There's a hole there and hole there, and right now they just fall down into the void. And if we can just scooch down a little bit lower, so ooh, free glass. So you'll see they'll fall down that slide and that slide down to here. And what I need to do is get some sort of mechanism that brings them all to a center point above that block. It'll be a 1x3 wide space, and then in there I can just use a couple pistons to push them down into that one final block with will be our killing position, where that'll be where the things die. That's not actually that much work. I mean, it kind of is and it isn't. It's definitely a redstone machine I've never built before, but you know, I'm just kind of copying the build from the most part from Gnembon's video and world downloads. So, you know, it's just a matter of doing it more than it is anything else. Hopefully done soon, though. I'm getting so excited to see this thing. It's not going to be exactly as efficient as his. He has two more smaller layers above it. His fortress was taller. Mine actually, like, they, I'll show you real quick. Oh, I didn't put glass on that. Well, that's not the end of the world. We can do it right now. But as you can actually see, the only thing that spawns up... Oh, no, and I was mistaken. Never mind. I was going to say the only thing that spawns up here is pigmen, but I guess not. Anyway, I could make it taller, but I'm not going to bother. I think the 3 will be totally sufficient for me and my purposes. It might be worth making it taller a little bit for that extra little bit, but I'm okay. I'm happy with what it'll be like. And if I'm not, I can just make it bigger. But for now, this is the plan. The 3 layers, 6, 7, 8 pushers. The item collection is what I'm most worried about, though, because I don't have a lot of space between... I mean, I guess I can probably go a bit deeper down there if I have to, but I am running out of space to go downward. Okay, so pro tip. When you're making your scaffold to work, you know, like underneath a build, and there's a bunch of pigmen, probably just don't punch them. Alright, so I've done a lot. It's almost done, assuming this all works. We just got to get our actual storage system built after this. So theoretically, if we flip that, we've got our 2 sideways things. So we're gonna have pigmen coming down, skeletons already, and then oh hell yeah! Oh, this is sick. It's not quite as insanely fast as the one in the video, like I mentioned. This is still really sufficient, though, I think. Definitely feel like the blazes aren't making their way down properly, though. Like there's something... yeah, they're stuck up on that block up there. I wonder why. Okay, I'll see if I can troubleshoot. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, I definitely did. I had a comparator that I forgot to switch to subtract mode. I'm not seeing stuff getting caught. Oh my gosh. Awesome. So I guess we can just kind of like sit here and... This isn't as fast, but I know I sound like I'm bummed. It's just because I've been working on this for so long. I'm very tired. I am actually quite pleased with how this came out. It's right about the speed that I has anticipated, knowing I was subtracting like, probably like two-fifths of the spawning platforms. But really, this still isn't bad. So we're just gonna flip that. It'll stop like forcing so much stuff down here. And we can see what our yield was from just that. We did get 1 skull like right off the bat, but most of the stuff's gonna be going into the hopper minecart there. So we'll have a lot of stuff collecting underneath on the ground there. Okay, we're not gonna worry too much about these blazes. So we've got a whole bunch of items here. Oh, so we got. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess since it's done, I should probably show it working at full potential. And the clip I took just a moment ago. Oh god, that's okay. Hang on. Why don't we just In the clip I took just, okay, it was actually yesterday for me, but like for you guys just a moment ago, only about 30% or 30% of the farm wasn't working. I had one of my layers wasn't working at all. So once it does take a minute to get going, but once it gets going, you can see that it's like, it's a little bit better than what we saw just a minute ago. It's very close to actually to what was in the video, which is surprising. I could have sworn when I watched it, that he said that the 3 layers was all that was necessary and everything else was extra. But when I downloaded the world to like look off of, he had 5, and so that kind of like threw me off. And I guess the extra 2 really don't make a big difference, because really this is quite impressive. It's working very well. I've used it for some time now already. I'm just gonna turn this off. You guys get the picture. It just kind of goes. I've used it for some time already, but not too long. I'll actually like. I had to wait for like 30 wither skulls to go into the sorting system before I could actually start getting any yield. I'll show you what I mean there in just a quick second. I'm just clearing up the last bit of what's coming down. We shouldn't see any more, but Blaze is slowly drifting. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So how in the heck? Here we go. So if we go down to the sorting system, I do have to make a proper room and stuff down here, I know, but whatever. This has 41, apparently, wither skulls in it. One gets stuck there, and then this is my yield so far. I've used it for maybe half an hour. And that would be like a high amount. So we've definitely got some items. Holy cow, is this thing amazing. Did I pick it up like here? Oh, I did. Okay. I guess I'll just go put it back in one of the hoppers. So the items going around, yep, in circles here are all like the swords and stuff. They'll just eventually delete themselves, I guess. So it's not really a big deal. And I guess I'll just chuck the ones I got. Because there's so many. Yeah, that's it. This is the project. I'm actually done. Like, done. At least, at least like the mechanation part of the build, of course. There is some more I could do for beautification, but the build is complete. This is the whole project. It doesn't feel real. It's been a really, really long project, and so it doesn't feel real that this is done. But it be.